So, Levi told you we want to give you your own custom colorway. Here's how it works. These are your 4 options.
Well, they look pretty plain to me.
Yeah, these are the blank ones. Now, we're going to let you pick whichever silhouette you want, then you get to pick your own color, and you even get to name it.
What? Like Susan or Betty?
We're trying to sell these things, Che, not develop a meaningful relationship with
Right, right. You know, I was thinking of Cobra Strike.
Guys, I was just playing about the name thing. Like, I'm sure you're just playing about Cobra Strike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just playing.
Why don't we just get started with these, and then we'll get to the naming later.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, let's take a look.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my Myplayer started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. The 76ers have really been playing well lately.
An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the site of our broadcast tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Hey, Dave.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic.
The Nuggets, lucky to have you. Thanks, David. Long season, Brent. Halfway through, some teams try to create camaraderie at team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
you're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it." Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about, hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid out there with Jay, then it's Simmons, then there's Harris, and it's Thibault in at the 2-guard position. Passes it to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and Embiid with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside for Simmons. Rebound by the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Denver.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, it felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. If they had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game, that might have cost them.
And that one drops for him.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Porter passes to Jokic. It's over Embiid, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Porter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Simmons passes to James. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. You can't help but notice the shoes that Shea has on in this one. Those are his new custom colorways from Nike.
And I know that Shea was involved with the Nike team when picking out which colors to use. Safe to say he made a great choice, as his shoes are fire.
5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Good D by Embiid.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's James, and he banks in the layup. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And there's the pass to Millsap. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
James left side. And James throws it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And stolen by James. Pass to Harris. It's deflected. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. And Simmons kicks to James. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. In the corner, it's Harris. This one for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
I think just size right there paid dividends.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Dishes it to Porter. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. James, the pass to Simmons. He's looking for James and finds him. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. James has got 10. Well, you have to applaud Shea for doing what he feels is right. I heard that, Greg, after a recent game, he made sure to spend time with his fans.
And that is something that you don't see enough of from the young rookies coming into the league. Glad to hear that Shea remembers that ultimately it is all about the fans.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Millsap. Murray outside. Will it go? And James pulls it down. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
One area after watching Denver over the course of the past 2 years showing what they can do offensively is for them to improve on the defensive end of the floor. About middle of the pack last year. They can get into that top 5. They become very formidable as a finals team.
And for the Nuggets, I think they concede, Brent, that defense is a work in progress.
Well, that's why they jumped, though, last year, Kevin. 2 years ago, they were at the very bottom of the league, and last year showed some signs of getting some cohesion on that end of the floor. If they get into that top 5, Kevin, this team could be on their way to the NBA Finals.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Murray. It's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, James.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And Embiid throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Whoa, 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 the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly, caught the defense totally off guard. And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Burks is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Barton is checked in.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harris. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that you... tipped away. We've got Jay. Tobias Harris is out there at Korkmaz. Then there's Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. It's Vonleh. It's off the key. That one off the back iron and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thibault, the pass to James. Puts up a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Morris looking over the floor. Now the pass to Harris. He kicks it to Morris. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harris, no good. The 76ers leading by 23. The drive by James, and James throws it down.
And one of the things you love about this team, just seeing the bench go wild when Shea makes an incredible play. Something that is quite common when he's on the floor.
I think, Greg, easy to see that Shea is a beloved member of this team. And the way his teammates cheer for him, the reactions from the bench are priceless.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. And now the 76ers on the break. James dishes to Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
And Harris drops them both. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last
Leonard.
year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
76ers on defense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. We look at James, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
A five-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012.
Richardson kicks to Harris, floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
That one good for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Morris passes to Millsap. Hits it from three-point range. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
James looking around. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Millsap passes to Morris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It was a terrific sophomore season for Monte Morris, one of the best assist-to-turnover ratio guys in the league. The former Iowa State Cyclone got a lot of rotation minutes and was huge in the playoffs as he came in as a spark plug off the bench.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustment on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Takes a three. That shot off the mark. Now Denver takes it the other way. And for Morris, Brent, a great success story on a two-way contract player.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the Nuggets and the way that they operated their G League team and the way that Monte Morris was able to develop with a lot of minutes there and then come in and be an impact player. More and more teams being conscientious of how they're using the G League. Monte Morris, a success story from that sort of production.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside, Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the rejection by James. Here's Richardson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Josh Richardson. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Kicks it to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Harris. The Nuggets with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Tries to save it. Bible can't get it to go.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And that one's good. Millsap.
But mostly a smallish banger when he came into the league. Millsap has modernized his game. That's a lot of hard work, and it's going to add to his longevity.
Here's Morris, and it's in there. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. James, the pass to Korkmaz, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Josh Richardson. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Jamal Murray comes in for Harris. And it's Will Barton in for Morris. Pass to Murray. And stolen by James. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. Porter passes to Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Brent, with the corner three being such a popular shot. Free throw good. Burks. Good on both. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. With 1 on the clock, and he connects with the jumper. Murray's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge 37-point lead to... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this. James checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Taking a look at the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the 3.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Harris looking it over. The feed to Millsap. The shot off that time. James with some nice D.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Jokic. Launches it. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The drive by James from 10 feet out. That's good from Harris on the assist by James. 16 points for Tobias Harris. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Jokic. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Down low, here's Millsap. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Floats it up for James. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the paint, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Harris finds Millsap. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 points. That one goes. 33 points for Jay.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Back to Porter. Harris outside. Clock at 6. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that bucket from Harris was all about perseverance. He takes his time and uses what he has of those muscles and puts it on the defense.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Harris.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. Josh Richardson comes in for Ben Simmons. Longley's checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Porter. Murray against Richardson. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by James.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, Tobias, too strong. Gets inside, not going to be denied.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. A free throw off from Harris. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right?
It is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I was about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Murray. The free throw drops for Embiid. Morris with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now here's Barton. Defense right on him. Plumlee, no luck. Philadelphia has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Passes to Vonleh. Harris outside. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, on both ends of the floor, Will Barton is an effective spark plug for this team.
Yeah, he can fire you up out there, Kevin. He can do some things, obviously, defensively to get the team going and igniting the fast break. And then offensively, I know Mike Malone might not agree with all of the choices from Will Barton, but when he gets it going, it's an extra spark for this Nugget squad.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Morris against Richardson. Vonleh dishes to Morris. On the clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. James has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The pass to Korkmaz. Shoots over Barton and misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. He kicks it to Morris. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Yep, it counts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Denver shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Richardson against Morris. Over Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Burks in for Korkmaz. And Denver with a change here, too. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Vonleh. Harris, right side. Here's the lob to the hoop. Richardson trying to break loose. Off target on the alley-oop layup. Harris outside. Morris outside to the middle. Here's Grant and the rejection by James. And now Philadelphia on the break. Richardson's running. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The 76ers, number 1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Daniels, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And James picks up the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the 70. So it's Philadelphia now. Simmons left side. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They put strong in front of the crowd. They're good one of them.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining game for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
That'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny here, man. I just wanted to congratulate you first on a great win. But you guys have been dominating, and specifically you, during this stretch. What you got to do to keep this going?
Keep it going, man. I just think we have to keep believing.
And that'll wrap things up.
James, need you for that meet and greet with auction winners?
Yeah, can you give me a second?
It's gotta be now.
So just 1 second, 1 second.
Over here. Hey, come on, let's play down. Hey, hurry up, over here.
Jay, we should go.
Hey, you got my colorways. Hey, cool, kid.
Hey, you the man, bro. You the man, bro.
You the man, you the man.
Oh, you,
man.
Good job.
You've got a new hometown, new team, new system, new coaches. That's a lot to take in. How does it feel?
You know what? It feels great. I heard they have some of the best fans in the league here, so I'm looking forward to putting on a show for them.
Why do you think things didn't work out with your old team?
Dude, it's just a business, all right? That's all. No hard feelings over here.
Anything you wish you could have done differently?
Not really, man. Like I said, stuff happens, all right? All I can do is just give it my all and see how it plays out.
Is this where you want to end up long-term, Che? Any thoughts on signing a contract extension?
Isn't that more of a Vinny kind of question?
I think it's a fair question.
I'm not going to answer that.
Why not?
Because I got no comment on that, Patty. I'm still trying to find an apartment here. What you're talking about, that's too far in the future to think about right now. like the display? This is nice, man. You did this? Yeah, it's team effort. I helped. What? What's your name, bro? Jake. Jake. Right nice. Right on, Jay. You need anything? Just let me know. We'll do, Jake, man.
Di ba, I'm so forward.